Hello guys, this is Roger69501. Welcome to my channel. Before I start, you're probably wondering where's my... Well, actually, I made small update to this video, to this setting. I don't know how I can call it. So I used to have, remember the comic book cover display I used to have here? Well, I changed it for this. Yep, look at that. I bought this back in the 90s. And I don't remember if it used to come with a comic book or not. Don't remember. I mean, a reprint, not. So I don't remember if it came with a comic book or not, because I bought this maybe 1994, maybe, I don't know. So I decided to change the tall one that I used to have to this one. So since I have now a new comic book cover displayer, so I'm gonna display a comic book. And since we are, I don't know if the movie starts this week or next week, the new Batman movie, so I decided to put a cover that has two characters in one cover, which is Batman and Bane. So I decided to put Vengeance of Bane #1. Look at that. Check out that painted color. Awesome, huh? So I'm gonna put it here. There. Nice, huh? Okay, so this video is gonna be, this will be my second video of my Elseworlds comic book. So I will start talking about Batman Brotherhood of the Bat. Here's the front cover, here's the back, and I'm gonna show you the full cover here, and some art on the inside. Well, this was done in 1990 something, because try here to check here on the cover, but it doesn't say. So it's a 64. It's a 64 page. And the thing is, this is about the story set 50 years in the future, because 50 years ago Russell Gould released a deadly disease around planet Earth. So because he wants to kill like 80% or 75% of Earth population, he also created a vaccine, because once that he reached a certain amount of people that dies, so the other people that they are not infected, or they are infected, so he will release the vaccine, and those people will not die, because he wants to create a new world order, and he wants to be the king. So that's why he's saving 25% of the Earth population, because he wants to bring a brand new order, and he wants to be the king, the big kahuna. So he gets 8 people, 8 men, the best trained men around the world, and given each one of those 8 men, he gives him a bat suit, as you see, you can see here on the cover. So he takes Gotham City as his symbol city, because he once that he starts rebuilding the world and everything, so he wants that every city around the globe will look Gotham City as the main city of the world. I know. So on this story, you get to see a very old James Gordon, also Oracle, Ra's al Ghul's daughter, and Bruce Wayne's son. Yes, it's not the same son from Batman and Robin. So the story is good. It's a fast reading. And the story here is divided on each chapter, on 8 chapters, and each chapter is about 2 or 3 pages. And the art is good. The story is very fast, very fast. Once that you start, you cannot put it down because you want to continue reading. And it's very fast-paced story. And the end, and it has a pretty good open ending. But you get to see who gets to be the new Batman and why. The son that he never knew who was his father. And my opinion about this book, this is the second time I read it. I haven't read it, maybe 10 or 12 years, maybe a bit more. So I would say that the book is good. Just a regular Elseworlds story that has nothing to do with the main timeline or main storyline of the comic book. Back then, in the 90s. It's a open close story. That's it. The art is good, and the art is done by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 8 different artists. 1 writer, 8 artists, and 1 inker. But the thing is that you can hardly tell the difference from one artist to the other artist style. Yeah, maybe here and there, but it's not like some other comic books that there's a big difference between one artist and the other one. But here doesn't affect the flow of the story. And it's fun. I like it. It's pretty good. Like I said, it's an open-close story. And this baby cost, back in the 90s, $5.95. Back in 1990 something. But it doesn't say what year it is. So it used to be expensive back then. Now $6 almost costs what? In the comic book. So this same comic book nowadays might cost like what, $8 maybe? 64 pages might cost about $10 or 12 or 10 or $12 maybe. But overall, it's a good, entertaining reading. That's it. So the other ones that I read is Batman Book of the Dead. Here's book number 1, another Elseworlds story, and book number 2. Well, basically this is about the Egyptian archaeology, pyramid, alien, and the bat symbol that is found inside or some relic site, and there's the bat symbol. So Bruce Wayne started to sponsor that expedition, and you get to find out that supposedly the Batman exists 14,000 years ago. So his creation about the bat is nothing new, because this was the symbol of the bat was created by aliens. Not the same aliens from Hawkman and Hawker. These are different kind of aliens. More sophisticated. And how, so this, the story is a bit slow. It's not as fast as this one. Not at all. And if you like archaeology, Egyptian art, pyramids, aliens, and a lot of back and forth because the stories take you on the present and then it will take you 40,000 years on the past. So that means you travel back in time when the aliens or that advanced civilization arrived to planet Earth, which they are not alien like, they look like human anyway. So there's a lot of back and forth. You travel 40,000 years in the past and then you go to the present, then you go back to the present. But that back and forth doesn't affect the storyline because even though that you are reading, where there is a small segment on the story that is dated 40,000 years in the past, you don't get bored at all. And it's a two-part story, and it's good. Hey, I read it again. All these Elseworlds story, I read them all back in the 90s, and then now I start to reread them again, and I have to say it's good. Once that you start, it's not boring at all. It keeps you going. There are parts where the story gets a little bit slow. You are like, okay, here we go. So I'm gonna show you some art on the inside. The art is great. Oops, look at that. The art is good. So overall, it's a good reading. You want to read something different outside of the main storyline that you are reading right now on your comic books, that you want to read a comic book but that has nothing to do with the main universe or the main storyline that you are reading now, and you want to read something else that's still a comic book, something different, Elseworlds. This is what it's all about. That's it. Elseworlds comic is just kind of take you out of the main story or universe or whatever, and you get to read something else, but it's still a comic book. So, but overall, both are good. This one's good, and this one's good. If I had to compare both of them, it's kind of hard though, because both are good. Different storyline, but both are interesting story. You're not gonna get bored. That's something like, I feel like reading something different, pop out, let's go story. And that's it, guys. So I hope that you liked the video. I hope that you like my new comic book cover displayer. Let me know if you like it. And that's it, guys. I hope that you like the video. Till next time. Bye.